And we are live. Welcome everyone to another episode of Wrestling Hooligans. It's your boy Juicy Jeiko, and I'm over here with the violent one, Vic. Say what's up, Vic.
How's it going, everyone?
What's up? This podcast was supposed to be done yesterday, but what's gonna call it? Um, right after Crown Jewel, but I had some other issues. You know what I mean? So that's why I wasn't. We got to do it today. But the Hooliverse, don't worry, we're gonna break down this pay-per-view for you. Nah, real talk though, real talk, and I'm gonna be on a little serious tip. Um, I had a student pass away in my class.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I went to the funeral, and I was in a particular mood yesterday. I didn't feel like doing anything. Yeah, man, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's
But
understandable.
yeah, so R.I.P. to Miss I Romero. She was in my last period class. Awesome, bright child, bright soul. Um, R.I.P. to her. This show is gonna be dedicated to you. Oh, look at that! Even though I don't, even though I'm trying to see, I think I did tell her that I did like wrestling. Did some of my students know that I like wrestling. I haven't told them about my podcast because I don't need them putting that out into social media, bro. These
Yeah,
kids they put everything in social media, man.
yeah, they're gonna. At least we'll have some listeners.
Truth be told, we probably get a lot more hits because kids will probably just be
Yeah,
clouded on me. They'll be like, "You see, Mr. Delgado over there? He's over there just drinking beer and talking wrestling, and he's talking wrestling. Who watches wrestling? Yeah, I mean, I watched wrestling back in the day. You know what I mean? I did get one time I mentioned that I had one guy peeked his eyes, and I was like, okay, you might be talking, because then all of a sudden after the class he came and talked to me about like all these wrestlers, and I was just like, okay, he's a fan, but everyone else, nah.
yeah,
They actually they get a kick when I'm in a when I go to WrestleMania and I come back and I tell them I went to WrestleMania.
hmm
They're like, what, you went over there? So they get a kick out of that, but they don't know about the podcast.
yeah. But there's a lot of closet fans out there because I was reading something the other day and it says um, there's the 30,000 no 30 to 330 million people in America and 100 million watch the wrestling. So that's a third of America that watch wrestling.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, you could see the YouTube hits that they get.
Yeah,
YouTube hits are out. I mean, just recently with the whole Uzi thing. The
yeah.
Uzi thing blew up so much on social media and YouTube. What's more called the WWE's channel just like blew up with the Uzi drop.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are a lot of them. Maybe one of these years, uh, I'll try to make it a little bit more entertaining and for the students, and I'll do that. Maybe I'll dress up as the Macho Man one year for Halloween.
Yeah. Most of these kids that haven't even seen Macho Man on TV. What the hell is it? This is a Jay Lethal?
Nah, you know what they would say? They would probably say, "Oh, I think I saw him in Spider Man. Are
Yeah.
you the dude in Spider Man? You got the wrong outfit. You're like the '80s version of him."
I think they also had him in South Park. He was like uh in what the hell is that shit called? The Olympics, but he was identifying as a woman, so he was winning everything.
South Park always going ahead of the times and doing some
Yeah,
crazy stuff.
yeah, it was like 5 years ago. They had a lady. No, it was a guy. Wait, I don't remember what it was, but it was they came out as Macho Man competing against a woman.
What's some more call it? But yeah, man. Crazy week in wrestling, man. Crazy week in wrestling. We had the Crown Jewel, which was shown at freaking 2 p.m. in the afternoon, man. I know you were watching it live, bro, because you hit it up.
Yeah. No, I saw like halfway. Like I started halfway. That's I didn't see the first few matches, but there was only like 6 or 7 matches. So
Yeah, it wasn't a long pay per view. This one it's pretty short, which was good. It was easy to get through. Um, overall, before we go into Crown Jewel, I guess let's talk about one of the other federations. Other businesses.
uh,
Uh,
while we're doing this show, I saw some breaking news on social media right now.
what's that?
Nick Aldis left the NWA.
Ah, yes,
I saw.
I saw that too. I saw that too. Well, I didn't know. I know he said that his contract is running out in January, and that he wasn't going to be on there no more. And I saw that up on Twitter just now too. What's
Yeah,
more call it
he announced on his on Instagram. So,
the national treasure is a
yeah,
free agent.
yeah. So where do you think he's gonna go? If you want to start that discussion before we go
If you
into,
want to start that discussion, we can. We might as well, man. It's breaking news. Let's see. I think what would be best for him, New Japan.
yeah, I mean, I know his wife's in TNA, but he already did the TNA thing. There's no point in him going back there.
Hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I would hope he would get a chance at WWE or AEW. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they'll use him right. It's just like
How about
too many people.
was I don't think Nick Aldis was a ROH champion, huh?
No, I think he had a few appearances when they were feuding with NWA, but he was.
Yeah. That would have been good. I could see him spearheading ROH, especially if they're gonna get their own channel.
Yeah,
I could see him doing it. I mean, he's gold, man. I mean, you got me onto NWA,
yeah,
and when I was watching it, Nick Aldis, man, he's a modern day Ric Flair to the T.
yeah,
He held that title, and he made it so respectable, right? And he's gold on the mic. He's got the swag, wrestling ability. We already know. I don't think that they would use him in WWE well. But then again, who knows? Because it all depends on how Triple H views him, you know. But
yeah.
he's. I think I heard a rumor over there that he should be entering into the Royal Rumble. That's what people were saying. Since his
Maybe.
contract is since his contract is up in January.
Yeah, last week. I mean, last year they had Mickey James as his wife,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it could
that's
be
true.
a surprise entrance.
That would be a good surprise entrance. Um, but let's see. Realistically, you want to start NWA, you want to go to one of the big ones, right? Like you
Yeah,
said, he did TNA, so it's either AEW, New Japan, or WWE. If he goes WWE, he could go the NXT route, right, and build this
no,
character up there
uh,
again.
I
But
don't
I
think
feel
he's too big for NXT. I don't think though.
well, no one's too big for NXT. Let's get that straight
Uh,
because they put we in our minds think they're above that, but they start sticking everyone over there. LA Knight was over there.
look at
All,
AJ.
all the Karrion Cross was there. Drew McIntyre. So we think they're big, not big enough. But you know what Shawn Michaels and them they like using these guys that already can work the mic with these kids. So who knows?
Yeah,
I personally, I'm like you. I wouldn't want to see him spend his time over there. But I don't know if he's that big of an attraction that people are going to be like. A lot of people probably like, who? Who's this?
I don't know. I'm feeling. Oh well, I guess I don't know. I mean, he's just like kind of confusing that he would. But he's like in his late 30s, so they usually want younger guys in NXT.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. Uh, Me realistically, I could see him spearheading ROH when they get when they get their television show, but we don't know when that's going to happen.
Yeah, but they would want somebody that like identifies as a ROH champion to spearhead ROH. I mean, he was he was never like a ROH guy. It was like
I guess. I mean, you're right. You're right.
I mean,
Um,
I don't see him like his. I mean, I don't know if he has a lot of aspirations to go to New Japan either. I mean,
mhm. Yeah, no, I said New Japan, but I was it was me booking him a certain way. But you're right, though. I don't know.
because if you go to New Japan, you have to go there for a while. Usually, people go there in the beginning of their careers before they have a family and stuff.
So true. All right, so now that you brought that down, it's probably gonna have to be AEW then.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. But are they going to have a new ROH show in January?
Well, I no, I don't know if there is going to be in January. I know they're trying to get a show. That's what they're doing. That's why they still have all these RH superstars. They're still trying to build up, and that's why they show those titles all the time. And I think it's just so that they have all those titles viewed, so that when they do that transition to ROH, uh, the people just don't be like, "Oh, where the hell this title just come from?" You know. I
But
mean, no.
aren't they allowing Shinsei to go over there and wrestle a match or something?
Yeah, that was talked about this week. Earlier this week, that was breaking news that Shinsuke was going to be allowed to have one match with one of the. I don't think it's RH, isn't? Wasn't it?
Yeah,
New Japan.
yeah, New Japan.
Yeah.
And I heard Sheamus too. He's gonna have a match over
Hmm. Well, let's be real. Truth be told, there's been a lot of things that it seems like they're gonna bust down that forbidden door. This is the first time this week, well, not this week, that they talked about the Bullet Club
there. Yeah.
and Crown Jewel. They talked about it. They talked about Carl Anderson being the never open title, and Finn Balor being the original leader, and then they dropped down the whole small story, obviously, of it. But yeah, I mean they're breaking it down. Maybe it's just so that they can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, so we'll see what goes. I mean, it'll be interesting. I can see them doing work with New Japan if the right match is there.
Yeah, I mean that Shinsuke match is supposed to be in January 1st, right? That
Yeah.
maybe that's why they canceled Day One or whatever it's called, and for that pay-per-view, they're supposed to have on January 1st, WWE.
Hmm. Well, if
Maybe,
they're doing that, then they're being awfully nice to New Japan.
well, maybe they want to use some of the stars. Maybe Triple H likes that style, whatever.
Yeah. All right, let's get in talking about before we get into Crown Jewel. Let's talk a little bit about AEW. AEW. What do you think about this week's show?
Uh, I think there was a lot of repetition, every week. It seems like I don't know, because it's one guy writing it. He just forgets like that he already had it out in the beginning of the show and
He
just keeps
used
like,
that he used that formula last week.
yeah.
Well,
And
what's-call it? We had what's-call it? AW Championship Eliminator. We had John Moxley versus Lee Moriarty.
hmm
Right, it was a good match actually, man.
yeah, no, that was an excellent match. I mean, Lee Moriarty, man, he just needs he doesn't look like a Lee Moriarty, man. He needs to get a better wrestling name, man.
Well, he's known as well. What was it? The Tiger, right?
Ah,
Tiger Lee Moriarty.
ah,
Right? He came out with the mask and everything.
ah.
Good fighting styles for both. John Moxley, I just can't with him, man. He obviously he won the match. It was real good, hard hitting. just like John Moxley does. But then, the way that he walks around, and all I could think about was MJF on how he played off with him on the interview last week.
Yeah, coming out with the Sylvester the cat over there.
Yeah, he was over there like he he cuts into a T, man, and the way that he did his promo the same way, I'm just like, oh man,
Yeah,
he's just too one dimensional. I feel
yeah.
he's
I don't know. I think he's too much hype.
yeah. But what I did like right after that, Ethan Page came and attacked him.
Yeah,
Right, Ethan Page. I don't know about you, man. I'm becoming a fan. At first, I wasn't when he was over there with Scorpio. I don't know. I think that a lot of that held them down a lot because I think he had respect for Scorpio and what he was trying to do as well, get up, and they didn't sync as well. But Ethan Page right now with the firm, I'm loving it, man. Especially how he said, "Yo, I'm gonna win this whole thing, and I'm coming for you, and I'm blocking what's his name from winning the title."
yeah. I mean, he was very talented. I mean, he was talented in Impact too. And he was wearing he was doing 3 characters at one time um, during Impact, and like Mankind used to do. He was doing 3 characters at once,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much, he did his time there. He needed to be moved up to something better because they were not going to push him or anything. They pushed his partner instead of him.
Yeah. Let's see. Next up, hold on. I think we had the whole Renee and Soraya thing.
Yeah.
I just can't with that. I don't know.
I'm like, do these people write their TV themselves or something, or they make it up when the TV turns on? I mean,
She definitely does. She definitely does. You can definitely tell that she's got rust galore, right? She's over there doing everything else except for. I feel like the push has been too fast for her. You see what I'm getting? Like she came to the surprise entrance, and then all of a sudden, boom, we got to put her on TV. She's got to do interviews, and I don't think she was really up to par. She's not up to par with these girls, especially Britt Baker. Britt Baker tears her up.
Yeah, they're just it's bad like writing, or if there is no writing, they just make it up on the fly.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit? Oh, snap. I didn't even talk about the Darby Allin match with Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
That was whatchamacallit. That was great.
Oh yeah.
Right. Good match overall. Obviously couldn't win it. Right. Darby ended up well, no, it was disqualification, right? Because all the other goons came over there. And then the surprise of the week, man, right?
Yeah. The debut
of freaking Double J. Yo, Double J is looking good, man.
Yeah, for his age, 55.
For his age, I'm talking about we've been talking about these WWE superstars and freaking Adam Cole. He's looking better than Adam Cole right now.
Yeah. 20 years older than Adam Cole, he looked like that.
Yeah. And the whole getting them.
I mean, he looked better than Darby Allin.
We know you got the hate for Darby Allin, bro.
Yeah, Darby Allin, he needs a cheeseburger or something.
You know how it is when you're young, man. You got that fast metabolism.
Nah,
don't worry.
That fucker hasn't ate since Sunday.
So yeah, man, Double J into All Elite Wrestling, and then I started seeing that he actually has a position over there of some sorts, right?
Yeah, I saw memes that people are gonna say he's gonna make a Impact Wrestling stable. Impact Wrestling 2007 stable.
Yeah, I saw that because they had all the stars from 2007 in AEW right now. Yeah. And then I was looking at what else? I'm not. What was the other thing? I lost my train of thought. But it looks like they're gonna start. Where the hell is Sting, man?
He's injured or something. Or
Where?
Darby told me to leave him alone for a few weeks or something. Yeah, he was talking about that. I don't know.
All right. Next up, we
He said,
had.
remember, he had a promo. He told Sting he needed to do it by himself or something.
Yes, yes. But then Double J used Sting, the Stinger mask, and that's what got him all confused out
Yeah,
before he got hit with
and
the guitar.
and that fucker that came out before Double J, and that was
Mhm.
just to throw him off. Of like no crowd reaction at all because then nobody knew who that was.
All right, but I guess that they'll start some feud and Sting will come back, and then we'll get. Oh my goodness! It's Sting! It's Sting!
Yeah, because if he comes out every week, that them saying that means nothing. I'm sure it's funny things was that. Hold on, let me close the door. I don't want any of our podcast seekers getting out. Lovely trying to listen in.
Oh man!
Don't try to eavesdrop on our podcast. She's trying to listen in. Don't say anything.
Don't listen to anything. All right, I got
Don't say
you.
anything. She's trying to eavesdrop on the podcast and try to get the info out before the podcast comes out on YouTube.
She's probably putting the recorder to record it and drop it before us.
Yeah.
I'm just excited. We're world champs. Go
Oh, Houston.
Stars.
Yeah. Stupid
World champs.
stupid ass Houston got to cancel the schools. They send us a phone voicemail today saying that all schools are canceled tomorrow.
That is crazy. When
World
you told me
champs.
that. Hey, I know you guys in Houston. I know we didn't talk about that. I mean, but yeah, world champs.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, I was rooting for you guys because I told you I didn't want the Phillies to win because I don't need another National League East team winning it before the Mets.
Yeah, and plus if they win, they're gonna trash the city too. So yeah. Those idiots don't know how to win properly.
Yeah, that is crazy. So was it loud out there?
I heard some fireworks and shit. But I saw in Philly this morning there was 9 people got shot because of
What?
outside some bar.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. That sounds very Texas of you. But it's all good though. I mean, yeah, congrats to the Houston Astros. They winning it. What's and Dusty Baker. That's what I was happy for. Dusty Baker, the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't get to win a championship, and he finally got the big one.
Yeah, and mattress Mac won $57 million.
75.
$75 million. Okay.
Yep. I heard about Mattress Mac. I didn't even know about this fool, but then it was in the beginning of the season they talked about this guy dropping all this money on the Houston. I forgot how much he dropped. I think he dropped $1 million or something.
No, it was way bigger than that.
It was like 20 million.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
Anybody who financed with his furniture company this year, so since Astros won, he's paying them all off. So everybody got free furniture. They were financed from his store.
Oh wow, man! I should have bought a mattress from him.
Yeah, I mean he did that last year, but then they lost, and then people had to buy it.
Oh my goodness!
Only input Lovely had about Crown Jewels that Roman Reigns' hair looked good.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, see, he even said they did.
Breaking news, everyone! Breaking news!
Breaking news.
Roman's a hottie.
Yeah. Roman's a baddie. He wants to be the baddie.
Hey, the truth be told,
Uh-huh.
Jen only watches. She'll only watch wrestling for a second if Roman Reigns or the People's Champ is on.
Oh.
Yeah, like she'll watch a Roman match for like half the match and then she'll leave. but she'll get glued to the freaking TV to watch Roman. And if The Rock's there, all of a sudden she'll move across the whole room.
Oh yeah, then she know all the Rock's trivia and stuff. You know.
Definitely.
Oh man. And then she'll go on to tell me that she doesn't want me to get as big as The Rock. I wonder why. All right. Next up on AEW, we had daddy ass birthday.
Close the door. Close the door before any of our secrets get out.
Oh. Look, she's hearing me talk about the next segment, daddy ass birthday bash. She's probably like, "What are you guys talking on that thing?"
Well, she was mesmerized by Karrion Kross over here. Karrion Kross. I have a crown jewel on, so she was watching that. But nah, daddy ass.
Yes, his birthday bash. He had it was pretty funny because I like the whole segment that they had with him coming out with his scissor hands all taped up, the adoption papers.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
that was good. I mean, the rap this week wasn't too good. Nah. Although they did mention Lamar Jackson over there. Did they even mention?
No, that was Jericho.
That was Jericho. Yeah, but yeah, that the whole little segment was funny with then the gun club coming out, right? The foam fingers. It was pretty good, man. And then obviously later on you see FTR come out.
Yeah, to
FTR is just so over, man. FTR is so over. It's only a matter of time before they give them the belts, bro.
Yeah, I mean they already had the belts. It's like that they need it. I mean they don't need all three belts, man.
No one knows what those other belts are, bro.
ROH and what the fuck? What is it? Is
the triple?
Yeah, 3 belts or 4? 3 belts or 2 belts?
3 belts. They had the AAA, the triple one. No, didn't they lose the triple one? No, I don't know.
I think they had the AAA, IWGP Junior, but I'm like, why they have a junior tag? That's stupid. I mean,
yeah, they do. They have a junior tag.
I don't know why they have.
That's for the youngins, man. The junior championship is for the youngins.
Yeah, I mean, I see that in the name, but I don't see that in them.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think it's more for the youngins. I think it has to do with weight wise.
Okay, I mean, for weight, I understand, but youngins, then what's the age limit? Then they shouldn't be competing if it's like less than 30 or 35.
I think it's weight wise, but who knows? I mean, they if we don't know what it is, then we got to talk to our New Japan insider.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. We got to find one.
I don't know. What about your boy our Paul Heyman?
Oh yes, Paul Heyman.
Isn't he the belt collector?
It was his birthday this week.
Oh yeah, I didn't see. Is he on my Facebook? I don't know.
He's on mine. I said what's up to him, but yeah, it was his birthday this week, and I think recently his daughter's in the Marines, so he's been doing a little traveling.
Wait, how old is this guy?
He's around our age, man.
His daughter's in the Marines. Oh shit.
Yeah, his daughter's in the Marines, first year.
Damn, he popped and dropped right out of high school, I guess.
No, I think. Wait, if I'm not mistaken, I think is he ex-military? I can't remember, but yeah, his daughter graduated high school and boom, went straight in.
Oh wow!
Just like how I did. All right. Speaking of ROH, we were talking about the tag titles. The Ocho, Chris Jericho fought former ROH. It wasn't a world champion. It was a tag team champion. It was Mr. Colt Cabana.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of talk from this match because you had Chris Jericho mention that what's the name? What's this called? Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson actually caused a little stir before this in the previous match because the MVP chant started coming out, and they showed Lamar over there. And then Chris Jericho said he'll beat everyone in the stadium, even Lamar.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was
Lamar said, I saw him on an interview or something. He didn't realize he said that. He's like, "Oh shit!" Because they put him on the camera, and he was just like, he didn't have no reaction to it. So,
yeah, he didn't. I don't think he really expected Chris Jericho to acknowledge him over there. It was interesting to see. I was like, I didn't know he was into wrestling like that. But they were recording in Baltimore, so maybe he just came out to one of the big events that come out there.
Yeah, I mean, he probably sell tickets or whatever. I mean, the TV station TNT probably told him, "Here's some tickets. Go sit in the front row for like 10 minutes. That's it."
We did. What's I'm gonna call it? This match was. It was all right. I mean, Colt Cabana's over, right? Everyone, I think everyone in the world wants to know what he has to think about, what he has to say about the whole CM Punk situation.
Yeah.
You want to get into that?
Well, let's finish the show, and then we don't want to go off on a tangent, and our viewers are gonna get mad.
All right. So next up,
I did see one interesting meme. Somebody wrote. I think it was Medusa or somebody, Missy Hyatt, about that Colt Cabana coming back. He's like, he had a bigger pop than a CM Punk, and he didn't have to buy everybody ice cream to get it.
We had, I think backstage, Pac, he was trying to tell Phoenix to get into, tell Phoenix he needed to use the hammer.
Yeah, that's I don't know. He's feeling so forced, man. He's like not even so natural. It's just like I don't know. It's just stupid.
Yeah. So next up, we had the AEW All Atlantic Championship match. We had Orange Cassidy, Luchasaurus, and Rey Fenix.
Yeah.
Good match, bro. I like Lucha's intro.
Yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts with Orange Cassidy and the belt and how he carries it around in a bag and all this other nonsense?
It's something different. I mean, it's not something everybody done so far. So it's something different because he's a different character. I mean, I'm not a big fan of him, but I understand like where he's coming from. Like he's one of those laid back. I don't even know what his gimmick is, but it's just he's like Chuck Norris from the 80s. I don't know.
What's more call it? We had a reemergence of Jack Perry to take Luchasaurus out of this match.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. I guess they're going to continue that for that long. And then we had Orange Cassidy pull out the win again. But then we had a surprise entrance from New Japan. So we've been talking about a lot of New Japan this week. New Japan Pro Wrestling, Shibata came over there to make the save, right? And then I guess they had the match for later on this week.
Yeah, for Rampage.
Yep, for Rampage.
I can't believe that guy's wrestling again. I remember that injury.
That was one of the crazy. I had to go back and look at that. I was just like, damn, that's crazy.
I read the only way they could fix him is like he didn't wrestle for 4 years, but when he had the surgery, they had to like cut open his head, take out his brain, and put it back in.
What?
That's and then I guess it took 4 years to heal or whatever it was.
That's crazy.
Yeah, all those headbutts, man.
Yeah. Backstage, we had an appearance out of nowhere from Ricky Rose.
Ricky Rose, who's that?
Yeah, Rick Ross.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Rose. I was like thinking about a wrestler.
You were like, nah, that was Rocky Romero, not Ricky Rose.
Rose. I'm about to Google Ricky Rose.
Yep. We had Rick Ross made an appearance with Swerve and Keith Lee.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I was trying to see if he was like getting signed. He was signing Swerve or something.
Yeah.
That's what they kind of were playing off, saying that's what it was gonna be. So I mean, who knows? It'd be
I don't know,
interesting.
man. He's
I
been
know
doing
he's
this
dropping an
rapping thing
album.
since NXT, man. Does he really know how to rap? I mean, we know Matt Caster does. Swerve doesn't rap at all.
Nah, Swerve raps, man. He's got an album coming out in April, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. You ain't gonna see me going trying to be the first a listen party for him or anything like this. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I mean, I know he's
Next WrestleMania, we'll be blasting some Swerve instead of Shaji's boy Josiah Williams.
nah. I still listen to Josiah. This week in the gym, I was listening to Wrestling Flow.
Nah, I'm still rocking my man Hook's music.
Oh, Hooks. No, you know me. When I go for my killer squats, I tell you, I put on the Cody entrance and then the Cody music. I got a whole thing that I do with that, man. It's ridiculous. Well, I'm probably not gonna be able to do it for a while though because I think I messed up my leg this week. Yeah, I was squatting 415, and I don't know, my leg swelled up this week. I had to freaking ice it down today to look. Yeah, so I'm gonna hold off on the squatting for a while. You don't worry, man. I'm gonna get into WrestleMania shape. Don't worry. Don't you worry. But I'm gonna have to take some time off from some heavy squat lifting.
Yeah, the gym LA Fitness opened up now like basically down the street from me, like 2 miles away. So now it cuts out the commute for me, so I get more time in the gym. So no, before it took me 25 minutes to get to the gym, like it's 6 miles.
Yeah, I know. I remember you telling me that.
Nah, LA Fitness now is right down the street, like 2 lights away.
That's what's up. I need a LA Fitness because this I go to the Y over here, and it's a good big Y. But I don't know. There's just certain machines I wish that they had. Like they don't got a leg curl machine.
Yeah.
But they got a couple other one. The actual machines that you use. They have like this whole little section for the old people. Where they use these machines where there's a screen and there's a video game and they got to move it. And I'm like, that's a waste of time, man. I need some real machines up in here. Go get me the hack squat. That's what I need over there. They don't have that. They have anyway. Yeah, I need to get a better gym.
We have LA Fitness all over Houston. So wherever I'm at. So I got LA Fitness, and I still kept my other membership I've been using for a year, Fitness Connection, because it was only $10 a month. So I'm like, I'll just use it because I don't want. I'm not gonna get rid of a membership for just $10 a month.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we had the TBS Championship. The Jade Carhill versus Marina Shafir. Jade still doesn't have her belt back. I thought she would have already gotten it by now.
It's like the worst fucking storyline ever.
Yo, we didn't talk about it. What are your thoughts on Jade making top 10 and she was in the top 5 of women wrestlers of the year?
I mean, she definitely has a look, and hasn't been beaten. So, I mean, and her wrestling's improving. It's not like she's horrible.
It is improving.
Yeah,
it is improving. I know in the beginning I was kind of like, ooh. I mean, it was nothing special, nothing home to write about. But recently it's been getting better. We also whatchamacallit, she's got the swag. That's down pat.
Yeah,
Even some of the promos has gotten better over time. You
yeah.
know,
I like when she says, "Cut the shit, Tony."
that's gotten better. Before it used to be a little too like forced, but now it is. It's if with a T. The little baddie section I like. You know,
Yeah.
I can't. They should rename that the Pog section.
I mean, you can't. Brianna Hogan not a pog. Well, I don't know who the other girl.
The section, the group of girls that she always gets from the city. She'll have a
Oh
group.
yeah, that's a pogs usually.
Yeah, that's usually Pogs.
Yeah, but what'd you say she was top 5 on?
In pro wrestling, they're top female wrestlers of the year.
PWI.
Yes, PWI, I believe.
This is Soria. I don't know who that is. Bianca Belair, Thunder Rosa, Becky, Jade Cargill, Jordan Grace, Sayai. I don't know these other girls.
Well, some of them are from Japan, obviously.
What? Yeah, I never heard of a company called Stardom.
Well, no, I've heard of Stardom. That's where that's like legit female wrestling in New Japan. That's where Asuka, I think, came out of. I think a lot of the earlier hell, did what's her name come from there? The TNA the AEW Women's Champ. I think she probably came out of Stardom.
The
Tony
one that
Storm.
looks like she's sick.
No, Tony Storm, fool.
I thought she came from Australia or something.
No, she fought in Japan, bro. Yeah, she was over there. If I'm not mistaken.
I guess the New Japan doesn't have female wrestlers, so they have Stardom for female wrestlers.
Yeah, because Stardom took that. They try to have female wrestlers, but that's not happening. Yeah, Tony Storm. Yeah, yep. She was in Stardom. She was the first non-Japanese wrestler to hold their title. Yep. Yep. So yeah, she's legit when it comes to that. But yeah, I think that's the number one chick. But obviously, I'm not. That'd just be too much for me to follow freaking Stardom too.
Yeah, where the hell do you watch that shit?
Well, they don't. That's something that you have to legit find. Like that's not even on any of those televised sites that I have. You legit have to find that, bro.
It's not on the Fight Network.
That's it. That's in the dark the dark web.
Yeah, well, right now I get a Wild Women on Wrestling DVR. And I mean, they have a lot of good girls with gimmicks, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just like it's something that belongs in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It's like AJ Lee, she's like the commentator and the I don't know, general manager or whatever.
Yeah. Should have put that up earlier. But yeah, let's see what else we have. Then we had the main event. Which was for the ROH Television Championship, Samoa Joe versus Brian Cage. What's it called? I still hate that freaking that group name.
Oh, Embassy.
The Embassy. I like it, but I don't feel that when you think of the Embassy, you think of kind of like, I don't know, like the United Nations.
Yeah, like how when Rusev and Sheamus and all of them had a group. Remember in WWE? That was the Embassy.
But I would envision them totally different. Like I would envision them in like, you have that one dude from ROH that comes. I guess he's Samoan. He comes with the dress and all this other stuff. I don't know. I envision these guys in suits working for United Nations when I hear the Embassy, and it's completely opposite when these jokers come out.
Yeah, they should be looking like our boy, the Indian boys from NXT. Veer and the other fucker.
I like them trying to get these back together, but I don't know if it's really gonna fully go because you have the other guy. He's over there. It seems like torn in between whether or not he should follow his boy.
I mean, I would. He's stupid if you go back with his boy. That Spanish girl wanted him in the corner. I would go wherever she wanted me to go. He's an idiot. That fool, man. That girl want come here and stand in my corner. I'll be there. He's an idiot. Then how's he torn between that girl and him? Fool, I said.
Yeah, I don't know about the embassy, man. I mean, like they have the group running around, but like all I know is Brian Cage. I need to know who they need to talk about these other guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they were a big deal in the ROH, but we wouldn't know. Like, I mean, I didn't. I was getting ROH DVR, but like their storyline was so hard to tell. It was like, and I hope whenever they come back, their lighting is better and their rings are better. It was just like it felt like it was like
low productive
production value or nothing.
Yeah, no, I agree. But with this, it's like just like what you just said, right? You watched RH and you said, hey, it was difficult to follow. All of us, the rest of us, right, are just like, who are these guys? You got to give us more. All they do is come out with Brian Cage and they beat up whoever's in the ring, but like, break it down, let us know who they are, talk about the faction, give them a sit down where they get to talk. I mean, hell, you could use Rampage and you can use the Dark to talk about that. I mean, that's the problem with AEW. You can they were big on that, right?
Yeah,
because that's how Caster and these guys blew up over there, But they had that time on there. And this is what you got to do with these guys, right? Bring them up. You can still have quality wrestling on AEW, but you also can use the other ones to explain these characters a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, they could just make a one match 2 minutes shorter and put a package together. That's all they gotta do. They don't have to even do anything special. Or just narrate and put a package of them wrestling there in ROH, and that's all they gotta do.
Yeah. All right. Oh, you had your boy Hobbs come out, and it looks like he's going to challenge Warlow.
Yeah, that's another thing. Repetition. So basically, one show they had 3 people get attacked from behind.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much the ending of all the major matches of this show.
Yeah, you're right.
There was a Darby Allin, Samoa Joe, and there was somebody else who got attacked from behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, man. Next week is gonna be something else. Every week, like 3 or 4 things of the same thing.
Yeah. Did MJF come out this week? I don't think he did he?
Nah, maybe he's selling the injury.
Mm-hmm.
When's that match is coming up, right? This week or next week?
No, I think next week. I think it's in 2. Full Gear's in a couple weeks. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's break it down, man. I mean, we might as well. Let me see. Let me bring it up over here now. We won't talk about SmackDown because essentially that's going to come up in whatchamacallit. Let's get out.
SmackDown. There wasn't really much to talk about, but
no.
We'll just to go throughout the Crown Jewel matches, and then talk. We'll just talk the background or what led up to it or something.
All right. Yeah, that's cool. All right, let's start off with the first match. We had your boy Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. We were talking about this off air. Very good match, man.
Yeah, I mean the ending was kind of screwed up, but yeah, maybe they did that on purpose. Who knows?
Well, that wasn't the only match that was screwed up at the end, and I'll get back talking about what the other one as well. But this one, or maybe not as great of a finish, right? But this one was, hey, uh, Brock fell on him, got on his shoulders, and then all of a sudden, uh, it was just a weird way to win the match. I mean, Brock Lesnar was hurt the whole match. Bobby got on him real good. I mean, overall, it was a good match, though.
Yeah, I mean it was. I mean, I only saw that the ending was kind of fucked up, but I mean, I was thinking maybe they did that on purpose, but
Yeah. But we'll see where it goes from here. I mean, was this a one off thing for Brock because it was Crown Jewel? So essentially, we probably won't see one until WrestleMania
Royal Rumble.
or Royal Rumble.
I
Okay,
mean,
yeah,
after Bobby, who do you think? I mean, who's left for him to feud with? Like, I don't think they need to bring somebody up, build somebody to because after Bobby, I mean, they're not gonna do him and Roman again. So
yeah.
the only person I see, maybe the future is Brock and Braun Breaker,
Ah, yes, that crossed my mind just now too, man.
or even Bobby and Braun Breaker, one of them,
Yeah,
because Bobby
that,
said
that
he's set to wrestle till he's 50. So
yo, Breaker's ready, man.
yeah.
I think Breaker's right. They're using him down there in NXT, you know, as building him up as a great champion, but he is ready.
I mean, I saw Breaker said that he would be honored to be Bill Goldberg's last match. I mean, I like that too. I mean,
Yeah,
Goldberg's last match. I mean, him and Goldberg and Steiner are good friends. So
that'll be one good big payday for him. I mean, I think Goldberg's contract ran out already, right?
yeah, but he's willing to come out for a Crown Jewel or Mania. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would do that. Shoot, I'll be a water boy for Crown Jewel, man. Shoot, the money that they throwing around.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
probably why what's his name? Carl Anderson said, "Fuck that New Japan shit. I'm going to Saudi Arabia." Even though he's the champion, he said he'll come and go to and get lose at Saudi Arabia to Rhea Ripley, then go to New Japan and defend his title.
hey, you know they getting them good money over there. They put on a show, man. I mean, they started throwing out thousands and thousands of droids in the air, bro.
Droids, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, so like for some of these key matches, they would throw drawings. Look at that, drawings in the air, and it'll depict a picture.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they got too much money, bro. They're
Yeah.
doing things that WWE never thought of doing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're bringing those ideas back to America.
Well, I don't know if you'll be able to do that over a stadium. That probably has some FCC regulations to it
Yeah.
on what you could put in the air or that many freaking drones in the air. But yeah, overall great match. Wonky finish with the crossbody that all of a sudden he couldn't get out of. But yeah, we'll see where we go from here. Whether or not Brock will make an appearance, which pay-per-view he chooses to come to.
Yeah, I probably Mania or Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm. All right, next up. Next up we had the women's tag team title match. I mean, on Raw this past Raw, Asuka and Bliss won it from Damage Control. They put it on. It was already this match was already built for Crown Jewel. So they literally had this title. Recently won this title. One thing I did notice from this, and we talked about it, the outfits that the females wore this go around has been getting better and better design. So it's already planned out. Like, hey, we're gonna wear something nice.
Yeah, I mean the only person's outfit I saw on Instagram, like with a lot of close-ups, was Bailey's. Somebody had back shots of Bailey wearing that outfit all throughout the
Yo,
Instagram.
that we've talked about the Bailey bubble.
Yeah,
Bailey bubble was in full effect in that outfit.
the Bailey Badunka Dunk.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I noticed it when they panned up on. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, like I noticed it like a few WrestleManias ago. I think Batista tweeted. He's like, "Where did that
Yeah,
come from?"
yep. That's all that CrossFit.
Yeah,
It's the CrossFit Queen. So this match, yeah, Damage Control. I mean, literally, this match was done 6 days earlier. Um, Good match. Right before the match, though, we had Asuka and Alexa Bliss right before they came out. They were conducting an interview, and then you saw the lights flicker, and then you saw Bray Wyatt's theme go in the background of um, one of the televisions, and you could see that Alexa was like stuttered at a moment they mentioned the history with them. Overall, good match. At the end, we had Bailey interfere in the match.
yeah. I mean,
Uh,
I figured it was gonna go that way. I mean, unless they brought somebody with them.
Mm. Oh snap! I apologize. It wasn't Bailey. It was Nikki Cross.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the Raw match. I'm thinking
Yeah,
about the Crown Jewel match.
yeah. The Crown Jewel version. We had Nikki Cross all of a sudden come out of nowhere and interfere with this match.
Mm.
And then they mentioned the whole like, oh my goodness, Nikki Cross was partners with Asuka, and they won. Not Asuka, but Alexa Bliss, and they won the championship. So everyone was all. They try to make that.
I can't find the video. The 101st Emperor's Cup All Japan Football Championship Final.
That there you go, Alexa, just like hearing stuff.
Yeah, see, that's why I changed my Alexa to a man. I was getting yelled at by Alexa. I always get yelled about my wife, and now I gotta get yelled by Alexa. So I just changed my Alexa voice to a guy. So they don't do nonsense like that.
All right, so let's go on to the next one. We had the steel cage match with Drew and Karrion Cross. I hope this feud is done, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like it's just like every time they put Drew in, it's just like I kind of wanted him go back to being a heel.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's heel time for him.
Yeah, it's just I kind of lose interest, even though it is with Karrion Cross. I like him, but it's just I don't know. With Drew, is just him and his stupid sword. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah,
the guy looks like $1 million. It's just like I don't know. Kind of lose interest. Like he has like no. It's just no reason to be fighting these dumb feuds.
Well, we know the reason why he's fighting this feud because they're putting Karrion Cross over.
Yeah.
This was and like the reason why I got mad with this is that I feel that Karrion Cross could have went over with someone else. Because when you put him in the thing with Drew, it only made him look weaker and all this. I feel.
I thought Karrion Cross won the last two though. Or
Yeah,
he did. So.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't. I mean, Drew winning one is not that far bad. And I heard that Drew was really sick during the match. He did it was a good performance. But,
Oh yeah, he did.
yeah, he was like had a fever or something.
Mm-hmm. But it was an interesting ending. You had the whole Scarlet closing off with the lock, and then not being able to open up the lock in time, and Drew was able to fall down first.
Yeah,
We'll see whether or not this feud is going to continue.
nah, I think even Drew put it on this thing. He's done with Karrion Cross.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see from there. Do you think Drew needs some time away?
Yeah, go lift a weight or something. I don't know.
He don't need. He's good. He just needs to stay. He just needs to stay ready.
Yeah, he just needs I think he needs to. maybe turn heel.
Mm. What about
beat up? What's that guy? The guy that was used to be with the, with Baron Corbin. What's that guy? Moss.
Madcap Moss?
I can put it out right. They be in a tag team, and then the Madcap Moss hits him by accident, and then Drew turns heel. That's it.
Yeah, I could. You know, it's the sad part. I could totally see that happening.
Or Drew and Rey Mysterio are tag teams, and then they fight the Usos, and Rey Mysterio accidentally hits them. That's over. That's a good feud right there. Rey Mysterio and Drew. He would get over as a heel.
So, Karrion Kross, obviously, he lost this match, but he's still riding high because he's already had 2 matches where he's beaten him, right? Where does he go from here?
It depends on who he's gonna feud with next. I mean, this is really. It wasn't really like it was one of those matches. It doesn't matter if you're pinned. So he didn't really get pinned. So it's not really that bad of a match. Bad of a loss.
I know, but if you're beating someone as big as Drew now, who would be the bigger than Drew right now for him to go after?
Braun.
I like it.
Braun, or I mean, if he wants to get more as bigger as a heel, Rey Mysterio. Or if he's in the tournament, and he's the one that beats Gunther for the IC title.
I don't see. I mean, they could do it. I mean, they did do it recently with a heel versus Gunther. But 2 heels, I don't know. I do like the Braun idea to it.
Yeah, him and Braun. I mean, they're 2 big guys.
Yeah.
And let's see who else is on SmackDown.
I mean, there's Ricochet.
Yeah, but you already know that feud. Ricochet's gonna lose.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously it would lose, but I do like the Braun aspect of it. Yeah. I think that could work.
And I heard they're repackaging your boy T-Bar.
Yeah, but T-Bar is going to be in. Yes, you're right. And he's going to have a change of name, I think, right?
Well, yeah, back to his other name, whatever his name was.
Dominic Dyke, but it's not going to be Dajkovic. It's like Dykich or something.
Yeah, Dominic Dickhead.
All right. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. We had the OC versus Finn Balor's group. What's it called again?
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. Yes.
That's the match my TV's on right now.
And that's also the match where they're breaking the third. What do they call this? Breaking down the walls for the Forbidden Wall.
Forbidden Door.
The Forbidden Door. Yeah, there you go. See, I'm already jacking it up. The Forbidden Door. They officially mentioned the Bullet Club on WWE Air. They also mentioned that Finn Balor was the leader and AJ was part of it, and Carl Anderson. They mentioned Carl Anderson being the never open champ. So they've been doing a lot mentioning of these guys' previous history.
So the never open champ, like, is that the IC title or the US title?
I know it's not the IC. It's just one of those crazy just championships that they have in New Japan. I feel like.
Oh, so it's like the 24/7.
I don't know if it. Yeah. It has a little bit more prestige than a 24/7 though.
Yeah.
This would be. You know what this is? Huh? This is. I mean, they're trying to build it up now. I was gonna say it would probably be one of those ROH titles that they have on AEW right now. Hold on, let me right back. man. My cocktail froze.
Oh,
Yeah, I put the cocktail in the fridge and it's already been close to an hour and it froze. Had a mule up in there.
oh,
Now it's like a slushy. I was drinking on a beer earlier. I had, an iTuition Civic Pride. It's a limited release. It's a Intuition Ale. It's a brew house over here in Jacksonville.
oh,
Yeah, but yeah, um, but yeah, they had a lot of mentioning of the past over here. I mean, it was a six man tag match 3-on-3. But in the long run, I think everybody in their right mind knew that what's her name was going to get involved. I think a lot of us have been hearing that there's a potential female coming to join the OC. Now there have been rumors on who's going to be the member, right? I know
mhm.
the biggest one that I'm real hoping that we talked about was Mia Yim. I think that's been the widely speculated rumor from fans, but we don't know who it's going to be. But I think a lot of people were expecting that person to be revealed at Crown Jewel.
Ah,
Yes, and it
yeah.
didn't happen.
I know. Rhea Ripley did their hair like that and said it was dedicated to Beth Phoenix.
So right now, I mean, we can definitely see that let's get already ahead. I mean, the next pay-per-view right now, Rhea, she cost a match with these guys, right? Did she? No, hold on.
I think so. She
Yeah,
just
she did.
she just face slapped AJ
Yeah,
and threw him back in the ring.
which it's been happening for the last 3 weeks,
Yeah.
right? So it's very repetitive. They should already had someone in place, right? Since it's already been happening 3 weeks in a row.
Well, I mean, I
Uh,
think they're waiting for probably the Monday after Crown Jewel. I mean, they want to, yeah. I mean, I just see the match ended. Her beat up AJ outside and threw him back in the ring. The coup de
mhm.
grace, and he won.
Yep. And I think a lot of people they were looking forward to see if a female was going to already get added to the group, since they also mentioned it, right? They
Mhm.
mentioned it on Raw that they had someone, right? So I think a lot of people they were intrigued on it. We'll see who it is. We do have War Games coming up in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I could definitely see these two tag teams having that. You'll have, I guess they would have to add one more person to.
Yeah, but how would they have a war game? Then they don't want to do the man on women intergender thing. So
I mean,
they're just I don't know. I think the female is just gonna have a separate match or something.
okay. You don't think that uh, a nice battle between the OC and Judgment Day, and then you have whoever their female is, and then I don't know, Edge, and then you have on the other group, I don't know who they're tight with. They would have to add one more person to the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what are you talking about? Through it?
No, because when they were talking about War Games, they were talking about 10 people.
Uh,
That's
yeah,
what
but
it said.
I don't see like three guys and a girl on the team.
Well, you have the other girl over there, their new member. So then it's already 4-on-4.
And then you're saying add Edge to AJ's group.
Well, I'm just thinking of all these different combinations.
Uh,
Yeah. So we'll see where they go with that. I mean, it's 3 weeks away. Just like you said, they could add someone to the group this week, or maybe they don't even go in war games.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense for them because they're large of a group. I mean, all it would take is Judgment Day to either one get a new member, or two get someone else. I don't see a new member coming anytime soon, so they
Oh,
just have to tag with someone else to go with um, the OC. So I don't know.
you think they're gonna have Charlotte Flair come and join the OC?
That was another rumor, but I don't know. I didn't see it. If she didn't show up in the Queen City, I don't see her showing up until Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but I don't really hear. She doesn't need to come back and be in the title picture. She should be doing something. She could just do something else until WrestleMania.
That's true.
Because I mean, I don't know. She don't need to win the title immediately. She could just.
I mean, truth be told, that would make the most sense. I mean, you put her up with this group, and then she's in a feud with the Judgment Day for another month, and then if there's another faction or tag team that comes involved, just so that she doesn't have to be in the title picture, you know.
Yeah,
But obviously, come WrestleMania season, she will be.
yeah. I mean, just or maybe she'll win the Royal Rumble again, or be something. I mean,
Yeah,
or Elimination Chamber or something.
yeah. She need, but yeah, I just don't see her being like OC material.
I don't know. I mean, just to because I mean, I would pay money to see Rhea Ripley pin her like how she pinned Roxanne Perez.
Ooh wee.
I was like,
That
ooh.
it's not just her using that pin. There was some people in NXT using the pin too.
Yeah, it was who was that?
It was that oh my goodness, what was she was in white. Uh,
In white?
yeah, I think she was in white this week.
Oh, no, it was Nikita does a split.
Yeah, Nikita. No, it's not Nikita. It's another chick.
The lawyer girl.
Was it the lawyer girl? Yes.
This lawyer girl. Oh, she
Yep.
did.
She did the same pin, and I was just like, "Oh, look at what we got over here."
Yeah, I like to see her pin Charlotte or even your girl Electra Lopez like that. Ooh.
Electra Lopez, she came back on NXT,
Uh huh.
so we'll see where she goes from there. She said that she's going on her own.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, they could do that until when she's ready, and then she can come back and feud with Selena on the main roster.
Mm. Mm-mm. If she's coming back to NXT, she's gonna come back over here to contend and be big. So she ain't going, and we ain't seeing that anytime soon.
No. I'm saying like when she's ready, like when she's ready to go to the main roster, then she could come and feud with the Selena.
And then Legado,
Yeah.
I was
Or she
talking.
could come with her own group. Who knows?
Yo, I was driving in the car, right? And we talked, I'd already talked to you about the Legado and how big I'm on with those guys. Um Man, it would have been real good if what's the name would have brought them back into SmackDown. Um Rey Mysterio, and he would have been turned heel the
Uh,
first time he turned heel.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't think they're gonna turn him heel ever. Just like
I
John
know
Cena.
they're not. But yo, I thought about it the other day. That would have been the perfect time because they do the whole lucha libre thing, and you could have him just officially like drop the mask for a while and just say, "Yo, I'm done with this." You guys look at me like a clown with this mask and the whole 619, and then like him be the leader of freaking Legado of Fantasma. That would have been freaking awesome, man.
Yeah. After Eric Bischoff did that in WCW, he made Rey Mysterio take off his mask. He said that was one of the biggest regrets ever. So we'll
Mhm.
never do that ever again.
Yeah, and I've heard about it too. But to go heel like that,
Yeah,
that would have been freaking awesome, man.
I like. I see. I almost walk into the ring with his new gear. I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
his gear was good.
Yeah, better than when he's usually walking like with a leather jacket or a trench coat or something.
It's better than it's you know who wears kind of like the same similar gear, but he wears it better and it looks totally different on him. Your boy Corbin.
Oh, he does he wear that?
Yeah, he wears something kind of like this, where it's like a shirt and a little out. I don't know. His gear is a lot better than Corbin. And Corbin, man, he just don't know what to wear, man. Nothing
Yeah,
looks good on him, man.
yeah, because he has that weird body, man. He's just like, I mean, he's not a small guy, but he's a big guy, but he's just not muscular. I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, I do like his Instagram. He be making good recipes. The other day he was making tomahawk steaks. But that's besides the point. I mean, if he put on some size like my man Braun Strowman over here, could be JBL. We had something to talk about. But instead, he's talking about this guy with a fedora.
All right, since you're watching that match, I guess we might as well go into this match. A lot has been said in the past 24 hours about this match. Your boy Braun Strowman, uh, I guess someone gave him 47 stars out of 50 this match. Obviously, WWE had it billed as two giants colliding, right? And for the most part, the buildup was kind of corny,
Yeah,
right? The match itself, right? It was good, but also it had a wonky finish to it, right? Because Omos, man, he gets into this match and he's on Braun from the jump, and he's controlling the whole match, just kind of also like the Brock Lesnar and the Bobby Lashley portion, right? So he's on him, and he's dominating him. He's talking trash to him, talking about he ain't ready. His trash talking in the middle of the match was superb, right? Because you could hear him, because this guy had his base carries,
yeah,
but the finish, all of a sudden, it was just boom. Braun catches him, puts him in a running slam, and that's it. And it was mind boggling, man, because like literally the guy was beating him the whole match. And all it took was that one running power slam, and then boom. So for him to say, give this all, so essentially he said, oh, we got 47 out of 50 stars, and he was bigging up the big guys, the big heavyweights, for putting on such an awesome match. And then essentially he was saying, this is what people wanted to see. They wanted to see two heavy hitters and not the flippity floppers. And he said the flippity floppers, and it took many people got on him for it. You
man,
had
it was a dirt sheet writer who said that.
No. He said that. He said essentially we got 4 out of stars, big men, and all this other stuff. And then he was saying that his second tweet, I think it was on the regards to saying this ain't flippity flopping wrestling. This is flop. This is flip, or no, he said something. But just to say that this is a little bit more stronger wrestling.
Oh,
And I think your boy, the first one was Ali, and Ali was like, "This is what you say to get fired," or some nonsense. Then you had some other,
so that's what that meme was about.
yeah,
Yeah, because I saw a meme. Ali, he's like, asking Strowman advice on how to get fired.
yeah. So yeah, and that came from what he was saying, and yeah, so there was a lot of controversy after the match with him talking all this nonsense on social media. So I wonder how's it gonna play out? Because a lot of people got offended. Even Chris Jericho got into the mix. You know what I mean? And said, was it Chris Jericho? No, it was him and so some other wrestler. I know. Did Ricochet say something? No, I can't remember. But yeah, it was. We'll see what they do with this. My mic is acting up.
Uh,
Yeah, give me a second, everyone. It's cutting in and out, but you can still hear me, right?
yeah.
All right. But yeah, I'll let you finish watching this match and tell me what you think. I mean, I didn't. I thought it was a good match per se, but the ending is what killed it, and that's why I wouldn't give it no 47 because you would want to see Braun try to do something before just that one move.
Yeah, I mean, so you just did a running power slam and that was it.
That was it.
I mean, usually they do a fast finishes like that if they get injured or something just to finish it. But
Mm. I don't think that was the case because he didn't say anything afterwards.
I mean,
I
this
don't
is
know
a
if they were.
good match. I mean, I see almost is improved.
Yeah, almost definitely improved. I mean, we'll see where they go from here. I don't know where they're gonna go from here.
I mean, with guys like that, I mean, there's not that many people that can feud with them and look real.
And I think that's the whole reason behind how they were able to do such a good match. Because it was kind of believable a lot of the strength feats that they were doing in the ring.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see what comes after this.
I mean, we could have a feud with your boy almost.
Drew,
Yeah.
yeah, we can. I would dig that.
Yeah.
Almost is going to be bigger than anyone. I mean, it was incredible to see how Braun Strowman had to freaking look up to him.
Yeah. Even when they met the prince, it was like his face was in his chest.
Yeah.
Like yeah, but he almost is he was really young. He's not even 30 yet.
Yeah, I mean, and he hasn't really been tested, so we'll see where it goes from here. All right, next up in Crown Jewel. We had your boys from the bloodline go the Usos go against the Brawling Brutes. Whatchamacallit, they've been big on talking about the Usos trying to get that all-time record for the tag team belts.
Yep.
The New Day already said whoever wins this match, we're getting them. And essentially, they said, "Oh well, we're rooting for you, the Braun and Bruce, so that they don't beat our record." But whatchamacallit, Usos. It looks like they're gonna have another match with the New Day coming up. What are your thoughts on another Uso New Day match, bro?
Well, I mean, they always have a good match. I mean, it's not gonna be that. I mean, to me, I thought this was match of the night. I mean, I like the whole match. I mean, it's done very well. Usos always bring out the best in whatever tag team they face,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, I hope they beat the New Day. I don't see them losing, especially with Sammy and Solo there, unless Sammy somehow him and Jay get in a fight and they mess it up for themselves and Jay gets pinned.
Mm-hmm.
Then the tribal chief is going to be mad.
Going back on what you're saying, I did like this match, but it wasn't my number one. Yep.
Well,
Wasn't my,
you're number two?
Number two, yes. It was
Okay.
number two. It was number two. Wasn't number one though. And that's just me going back with how many of these matches, the crazy wonky finish. Like, going back to the Amos one, you're gonna see it was
Yeah, I
just
just
one
saw
power.
him. He slammed him and he just pinned him.
Yeah. So it was it was a good match up until the ending. Then you have this match, the ending. It was so predictable, right? Because the other woman wasn't revealed to help the OC, so you already automatically knew that Rhea was going to get involved, right? With this one wasn't that bad. With this one, we already with Nikki Cross, it was just weird. With this one, yeah, we already talked about it. The wonky finish right there. So a lot of wonky finishes, man.
Yeah, but they kind of, it's like they're getting paid extra, and it's like a pay per view, but it's not. So they kind of want to, you know, gonna put on a good show, but not affect their main storyline in America.
Yeah. And then next up, we had the Bianca Bailey fight. This was a good match,
Yeah,
right?
actually,
And this,
yeah, I would say this was probably this and the
the
tag team
Brawling
match
Brutes, yeah,
number one.
number two. This
Yeah.
one too, right? So, well, for number one for you, but these two would be the number two. Um, and maybe it's just because how I am over analyzing finishes and how the person finishes. But this one, it was awesome match going around. Um, but it came down to the finish with it was considered last man standing, and it was definitely a interesting way on how Bailey did not get up. You know, um, and it was with them putting the the ladder underneath the third ring by the belt by the buckle. So
Yeah,
essentially, her legs were caught, and she wasn't able to get out of it.
yeah,
You know, and that was at first when I first saw that, I was just like, it was weird. I thought that Bailey could have gotten out, but I could see where they were really trying to play off like, oh no, she couldn't because it was underneath the belt buckle and it was, so maybe it was just me not seeing how this was. They didn't sell it to me enough.
yeah. Because throughout the match, they got out of way bigger spots.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, one thing is my daughter saw this match, and she was like, "Oh, these female wrestlers do all this." She saw her driving the golf car and doing all this other shit, and she's like, "What the hell? They do all this in wrestling?" I'm like, "Every match is not like this. It's just this match." You can
I,
understand.
I
She goes,
was
"What the hell? They're getting on top of golf carts, and she's driving." And
I know
wow.
they didn't. I know the golf cart didn't have enough force, but I was hoping to see like maybe. I thought the spot of the match of or the spot of the night was going to be with that golf cart with I don't know putting a golf cart on top of one of them, or then
Uh,
they couldn't get out. I mean, that would have been interesting. I mean, like I said, having the ladder not being able to be open was a good newer idea for a last man standing match, right? Normally they just thump the table or the announcer table on the people and then load it up with like freaking chairs and all this other nonsense.
yeah,
Or I think the last one, which was interesting, was the handcuffed one that Roman never really got up. Remember that?
yeah, with Kevin Owens.
Yeah. Where everyone was like, "What the hell? This match is done."
Yeah, they need to practice endings more.
Yeah, but for this one, overall, very good match. Interesting new concept on how to keep the person on the ground. I think she should have just sold it a little bit differently because I felt like half her body was out,
Yeah,
right? So I don't know. All right, but so I said this was the second. It was tied with the Usos. Next up we had Bray Wyatt. All right, couple things I have for you. How do you like the new song for Bray Wyatt?
It's growing on me. I didn't like it at first, but it's growing on me. I'm like, for the gimmick he has, it's growing on me.
All right, I just had to find out because I know you how big you are into entrance music, especially when it comes to certain
Yeah,
superstars.
when the Edge turned heel, I mean, I hated that fucking song. I was like, oh, I couldn't wait till he goes back to his roots. What the fuck is this?
um, what else? Uh, I don't know about you, but I feel this is dragging way too slowly.
Yeah, anyway, this
Like,
guy's feuding with himself.
yeah, and I get it. You're trying to develop this character, but a lot of people that watch the show are probably feeling the same way too because you only get like a certain time span of how much you're going to be interested in it, right?
Mhm.
And if you're constantly coming out the past 3 weeks just talking about this um talking about finding yourself and in a eerie way, and then also not showing yourself, and then Uncle Howdy with the mask, and then them talking about showing them who you truly are and all this other stuff, and you then you have all these other rumors going on about like, oh, the Bray Wyatt six, so you're thinking there's going to be six people in a stable, but then all of us are like, oh, it's probably just going to be six characters of him. Then you got Bo Dallas that you hear that is back, and then you have it's just like so many different things are coming into play that it just dragging along, and with him talking all this I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think, well, I mean, basically, he did what he did on SmackDown last week at Crown Jewel, and I think they just did it just to show the audience there that Bray Wyatt is there live, and but he's not having a match yet because probably they don't have a opponent for him yet. So technically, you don't know who he's feuding with. And Uncle Howdy, I don't know if he's a wrestler or whatever he is. I don't think he's gonna be a character to wrestle.
Mm-mm. But with Bray Wyatt, you never know,
Yeah,
you know, because all he has to do is pitch that idea to it, and all of a sudden we'll see Uncle Howdy in a match.
yeah.
Regardless,
Uncle Howdy, I mean, how are you gonna even keep that mask on like during a match?
I mean, come on now, he had the Fiend mask on, man, the whole time.
I mean, but the Uncle Howdy mask is like lips moving. It's like was the fiend? I thought it was him talking, but it wasn't moving. Like
Still was a mask.
I guess so.
You know, I mean, I guess we'll see where we go with this. I feel like it's dragging too much, and I think it's just because I have that low attention span, and I'm done. Looking for clues and all this other stuff. I need to get to who you coming after, um, what the end character is gonna be like, because I'm still don't know,
Yeah,
right?
and plus, I don't think they're gonna do another week of this nonsense. They're gonna do something different next week because I think they just did that Uncle Howdy thing again just for the crowd.
Mm. All right, my match of the night was the final match.
Yeah,
Final match. Logan Paul, man, what can we say? I mean, the Paul brothers, right? They own YouTube, they own the internet, they got that millions of followers. They transitioned into all these other sports, and they do a freaking awesome job, bro.
yeah. I mean, they train. That's all they do: train and podcast. And I wish we had a job like that.
we got we got to find the right clue, man. I mean, we need I don't know, man. At this point I'm about to freaking buy viewers, bro, because I'm tired of seeing the little zero on the eye right here, bro.
I'm about to go to your school and hand out flyers of Mr. Delgado's podcast.
Yeah, I'm about to freaking Go to one of these call centers and be like, "Yo, I need you guys to set up like all these thousand account people that are following my stuff, like the Kardashians have been rumored to have done.
Oh, you saying you get bots and
Get
it's,
bots to be users, bro."
you gotta tweet your boy Elon, man, and then you get no time.
I'm over here. I'm just like, man. Anyway, um, they transitioned into these other sports and they did 100%. I think he surpassed already Bad Bunny, right?
Yeah, because I never seen Bad Bunny. He was on top rope and he got that video perfect on his phone.
Well, that wasn't even me, man. You know what? So essentially, the one move where I was just like, okay, he's it, was when he did the tope over the ropes to get the
Oh
Usos
yeah,
at
yeah,
the end.
yeah,
Yeah, and once he did that, I was just like, oh yeah, okay. He and a lot has been talked about this match with him training with HBK and all this other stuff and what's more call it. You definitely could see it. A lot of high spots in this match.
yeah,
You had, like you said, with him doing a frog splash on the announcer table with a phone in his hand. You
yeah.
had
That video was perfect. Like,
yeah, you had the tope. You had another frog splash that was um, done perfectly,
yeah, Bad
right?
Bunny. His move set is good. He just I don't know something. He just doesn't look like an athlete, and his ring gear looks like he's a janitor. So he was out looking like a janitor, man. He's just
I agree. I agree. His move set is there, but I don't know. I think Logan is a little bit more. You know what would be a awesome WrestleMania match? And I just thought about this: Logan Paul, Bad Bunny at WrestleMania.
against each other.
Yes.
They never do celebrities against each other because then who would lose? I mean, I guess Logan
Who would care? Who doesn't really matter who wins or loses, man? That's a match where essentially, I don't know. I just thought about that in my head. That would freaking be awesome, man.
or they could have Logan Paul and Bad Bunny teaming up against the Miz and Tommaso.
Yeah, yeah, you could have that too. You have also his brother. His brother came to his aid.
Yeah, or they could have his him and his brother against the Usos.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to see that.
I mean, that'll be a big match.
So this was my match of the night, and it was just because how Logan Paul performed. He looked like a star.
Yeah,
He didn't look like a newbie.
yeah.
Um,
For his third match in, it was incredible for him.
yeah, exactly. But late after the match, we found out that he tore his meniscus, tore his MCL, tore his PCL. So he's gonna be out for a while.
Yeah, but uh, if this is his third match, if he had his third match in the Indies, he would have tore it anyway and got paid way less.
Oh yeah, and he got a boatload of money from this match. Roman doing good as well. Um, what's more called it? Overall, I thought the match was good. Roman went over. Obviously, I mean, I don't think even although while you're watching the match, you're like, oh snap, this fool is doing spot after spot after spot. It looked like at one point a lot of the timing on the ref with the 2 count was freaking crazy. There's many times I'm like, what? That should have been 3.
Yeah, it was a lot of get your shoulder up, get your shoulder up.
Yeah. But overall, this was the last match. I'm excited to see where we go from here. We have War Games coming up in 3 weeks. I'm excited to see the storylines on that. How many war game matches are there going to be?
I
Right?
thought it was gonna be two. One women's and one men.
I don't know what's happening, man.
I mean, that's how it usually is. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
All
according
right.
to NXT. So
It'll probably be that, and then maybe what else can we do? Maybe a traditional. Will they be a traditional match? Which ones are going to be in the actual cage? That's what I'm intrigued about.
uh, well, I think it'd be just I don't think they're gonna do a tag team and all that. I think it's gonna be just one female and one men's.
All right. So a lot to look forward to this week, man. The aftermath of Crown Jewel. We'll see how the Survivor card stacks up. We also have Full Gear in like 2 weeks. So we have two pay-per-views essentially that are trying to get our eyes and our views, and they're essentially be a week after each other, and we'll see where they go from there, man.
Yeah, it'd be November's be fully packed because December's gonna be kind of slow. So
Well, in December we have deadline deadline headlines December.
deadline, what that's the
That's the NXT pay-per-view.
oh
And then after that, I don't know. I mean, we'll see where we go from here. I'm excited, man. We're getting close to that time, man. We're
yeah.
getting close to to WrestleMania time, man.
And I heard WrestleMania already sold 100,000 tickets.
Ooh.
And what is the most we've been to like
Mm.
WrestleMania population?
Wait, how many did?
100,000 so far
Mm.
sold.
I'm trying to see whether or not we've gone to 100,000 WrestleMania.
I think Dallas was maybe. Well, not
Dallas is
this
probably,
Dallas, previous Dallas.
yeah. I think that would have been closer.
Uh,
Hmm. All right, we'll see. I mean, like everyone. Hey, yo, thanks. I know this was a little bit late, right? With we should have did a live. That was my apologies. I just had a death at the school, but it's all good though. We're gonna try to bust out a podcast on Thursday, halfway through the week at least, and we will definitely try to make sure we're on after the a pay-per-view in the future. We got two coming up in the next month. I got to look at my schedule, but for the most part, I will make it my hardest to make sure I get that done, because I know you guys right after the pay-per-view you want to know about the highlights.
yeah, they don't want to go to sleep or go out to a bar or something. They just want to listen to us talk.
Hey, I know for a fact we got two people that are doing that. We got two people for a fact. The missing hooligan, right? We got two missing hooligans. Shit. we got what's gonna call it? Jobin. And what name did we give Shaji? I don't even remember it now
Shaman,
because huh?
shaman.
The shaman, yeah. But he hasn't even been able to use it, so we might have to change it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess we could go. He could go back to Shark Boy then.
He should go to what?
Shark Boy.
Shark Boy. He
Shark,
might
Shark Boy Shaji.
Shark Boy Charge. Yeah. He's
It has
got
to be he has to be a Shah in it. So
yeah, it has something, because he's just like completely out of it.
yeah,
But
he hasn't talked on the thing for a while.
oh no, he hasn't. I mean, he's got a birthday coming up soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we should do a special show on his birthday.
yeah, we should.
Yeah, where is it? What days does his birthday fall on? Let me see. His birthday falls on a Tuesday.
On turned up
Yeah.
on a Tuesday. But regardless of the fact, we're gonna try to make sure we're on after the pay-per-views, get you guys that, and then also midweek. I'm gonna make sure that we set our alarm for that so we can do that. And then I think my main goal right now is making sure how I'm going to spread the voice for the wrestling hooligan verse universe.
I don't know. You
The
had to
Hooliverse.
post it on Mania Club. That's the biggest outlet right now.
Yeah, that's one of them. And we'll see where we go from there. But I appreciate everyone. Make sure
Oh,
to follow us on
you want to talk about anything about CM Punk or no?
oh shoot. See, we should have did that out of AEW. Look, I was about to close out the show. But yeah, we had where in the world is CM Punk?
Well, we know he's in limbo right now. We don't know if he's going to come back to AEW, and then I heard rumors if he does get let go of AEW and they buy out his contract, that by next summer, if the wrestling bug's not out of him, he might negotiate to come back to WWE.
I mean, I heard both of those rumors. I heard one of the major reasons why it hasn't been finalized is because of the fact that Tony Khan wants to put in a 6 month what's I'm gonna call it
No compete.
clause. Yeah, no compete clause for 6 months, and that's on press. I mean, that's WWE-esque and essential. That's essentially
WWE
what they,
does 90 days, right?
yeah, 90 days. But for big time stars, this would be big. I mean, Vic, you already just added onto it, right? I mean, I've even heard rumors from certain people that said, hey, he's got a wrestling bug. Like it's in him right now, So essentially everyone that's around him sees that, he wanted to be involved with wrestling, wanted to be on a bigger pat. It's sad. It is sad. We've been waiting for this guy for almost close to a decade to grace us with his presence. He gets injured. He gets involved with this nonsense backstage because it's utter nonsense, man. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But the funny part is that you started hearing people using the word cancer or the locker room. That a lot of people, it seemed, did not they dislike CM Punk, and then you start remembering how he left WWE, and you start to second guess yourself, man.
But I was hearing that the person that he disliked in WWE was Triple H.
Yes.
But somebody came to and spoke up for him, and somebody that Triple H likes. That's with AEW, which is FTR. They said that CM Punk was going around trying to give these young guys knowledge, and they didn't take it the right way. And that's pretty much like what made him a bad guy in the locker room, because he's trying to educate people, and they didn't like the way that he was coming in as a new guy and just trying to. I mean, it's young cats. If you tell them the wrong way, they think you're telling them what to do, but you're trying to advise them. I mean, that's what they're saying he was trying to do, but I don't know. I mean, who knows what the truth is?
Who knows what it is? I mean, it could be, and I hate to add personal issues. I mean, it could be the delivery that the person has.
Yeah.
Maybe Punk in his mind said, hey, I told him this, and this, but he delivered it in a wrong way, maybe in a intimidating way, right? Where the person reads it a different way, right? But he's like, nah, this is what I meant. I mean, I think that's where it plays out. Because I could see him maybe saying something because he's a smartass. Let's be real. He's a dickhead.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he plays that part in his promos, but we know that's not far away from behind from the way that you are, right? So he probably said it in a dickhead way that that hey, you need to do this and this, and the other person took it to heart, right? Because they've been sheltered or cocooned within AEW and how they think and how they share information.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, he was trying to. I mean, what he learned is pretty much from WWE while he was there. And he's trying to spread that knowledge. And before he came in AEW, you could do whatever the hell you want. Like it's not like you know there was some kind of structure. So pretty much, he was just trying to spread his knowledge. I mean, according to FTR, and they just shut him down. And you know, he was telling people not to drink and smoke and shit like that. But I mean, you can't tell people who do that not to do that. Then they just get angry.
Yeah, but see, we've broken down like what he probably said with the locker room, but he didn't have a fight with those people. He had a fight with the VPs, man.
Well, I mean, the reason the VPs didn't like him is because everybody's going to the VPs. They're like, before this fucking guy came telling us, advising us stupid shit. I mean, that was the issue. It's not like they had a feud on screen or anything. It was just VPs hearing stuff and then going to him, and then I mean, pretty much he doesn't want to. I mean, then again, if the VPs were like Batista and Randy Orton, he wouldn't be saying that. It's the Young Bucks, so that's pretty much. He probably thought he could take them. So,
well, that's what it's just a different world that we live in, man. I mean, like me and you, we were born from a different cloth, right?
yeah.
CM Punk probably is around that same way, right? We took criticism a different way,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes we would take it and we would just laugh at the person and just be like, all right, whatever. Or sometimes you would take it and you wanted that, you wanted someone to be like, yo, you need to be doing this and this and that, right? But nowadays, the younger generation, they think about it differently. They're like, oh, this person said this about me, and it's just different,
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
not
much.
saying that. I'm not saying it's the right way. I mean, I can't really tell you what's the right way. But from the looks of it, AEW, it's within the higher ups. It's a family type of like, Holly. Nah, I can't say Holly. I was gonna say Holly Jolly type of vibe. But I don't really know what it is, but it's just a difficult situation that my man CM Punk got involved with, bro. But in the long run, it looks like he's gonna make out with a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, only working a year of being a 2-time world champion.
2-time world champion, not having really to do that much, and essentially still be guaranteed in a sense that money.
Yeah.
It seemed like he structured his contract right for them not to say anything about him right now. That contract that CM Punk put out there, ironclad, bro. Ironclad. It's gotten to the point where maybe even Tony Khan doesn't know how long. I think Tony Khan is just trying to be like, yo, how long can I keep this guy without wrestling? And essentially, it could be long enough that CM Punk would just be like, "Yo, F it."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yo, I'm just gonna let this ride. I'm gonna get this 30 million and call it a day."
But
Retire.
his contract's $30 million.
It's up there, bro.
I don't think
It's up there. His contract was no joke, man. They were saying that his contract was like legit. I gave that $30 million. I think I read that somewhere, but I don't know. But
I
I
thought
do.
it was like $5 million a year or something.
Yeah. Well, if it's 5, the contract he didn't sign no 3-year deal. It's probably like a 5-year deal.
Okay.
No,
Yeah. Let's see.
go look it up. Go look it up. It might not be. It could be less, but at the same time, it's still a lot of money, man.
Well, while we were talking about previous, remember the high popular WrestleMania we went to was 32. Was Arlington the first time?
What? Oh,
It was,
no, it was not
yeah.
32.
No, WrestleMania 32.
Oh, okay.
When it was Roman versus Triple H,
Mm-hmm.
it was 101,000.
Yeah, that was the largest one, and that was Dallas. That's when they had all these people in the standing views. It was crazy. There was a lot of people in that place, bro.
Yeah, I mean that was the biggest one we've been to. So right now, LA is already sold 100,000. So
So it's gonna be the largest. Ooh,
yeah,
one of the largest.
they didn't make up for it because they canceled 2020.
Mm. What was I gonna say? There was a WrestleMania, one of the largest in Detroit with Hulk Hogan. I think that was in the 90s.
Oh, I mean, you talking about the one that he slammed Andre?
Yeah.
That was WrestleMania 3. That was
Yeah.
93,000.
93. Oh. So, whoo, see, now that I hear that number, The Rock's got to be involved, bro. I know that's like a big rumor right now where we don't know if The Rock is going to be involved. No one knows. Because no one knows his schedule. No one knows like the inner workings on like if he's gonna do another movie. I know previously before people were like, "Yo, yeah, this is gonna happen," but really, do we know?
I mean, well, Black Adam, it's supposed to be the new beginning for DC. So, Rock is going to be heavily involved in making the DC product bigger. So, who knows what his movie schedule is going to be like now? Because
Yeah,
he's going to make appearances here and there, even though he doesn't have a Black Adam movie coming out. I mean, it'll be in other people's movies.
mm-hmm. I'm trying to see if any other movies that I heard of that were about to come out. You're the movie guy. Any movie that's in production right now or going to be in production?
With The Rock?
No, just in DC right now.
Right now, Aquaman, Flash. They don't know if they're gonna release it or not because the guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And then,
Well, Flash is not. Let's just be real. Flash is probably, even 6 months ago they say, "Yo, that project's been deaded." So essentially, we have Aquaman, but Aquaman's already done recording, I believe.
yeah. Well, Superman 2, they just announced Henry Cavill is back as Superman.
Okay. But he's just back, so they haven't really started recording yet. Then, all right. I mean, you're right. Unless they move up one of these DC movies, there's a possibility that he could be involved.
See, Black Adam will be the beginning of DC universe for the next 10 years. It's like the start.
Okay.
So they're basing this Black Adam movie is Rock's biggest movie ever opening out of all his movies.
Yeah, it was 160, right?
Yeah, it was the biggest.
And counting because I didn't even count this weekend.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw it last weekend.
How was it?
I thought it was really good. I mean, it was good as it's like as good as a Marvel movie. Like
Okay. All right, then
because
I
DC
gotta go
movies
watch
you don't
it.
really get those feelings like it's gonna it's over and then it's like you don't want to, you don't really care about what's coming next. But this one, you actually want to see the next one.
All right. I guess we'll definitely check into that. All right, man. I'm about to head out. Everyone, make sure to follow us on all the major platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, uh, YouTube, all at Wrestling Hooligans. This your boy Violent Bacon Juicy Jeiko. We're gonna try to bust out another podcast in the middle of the week so we can half this stuff. We're also going to try to make a promise to make sure that we are putting out content right after the pay-per-view. I think that's the next step. And help us with a like, a review. Shoot, tell your friends, tell your daughters, tell your children, tell your students, your employees. All right, that or I'm just gonna have to buy some fake bots and get these numbers up. But yo, man, appreciate it for everything, man. Have a good time. Vic, say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you guys later this week.
Later this week. All right, man. Peace
Now
out.
that I stated it, now we have to do it.
Now we have to do it, right? We stated it. We have to do it. All right, guys. Be easy.
Later.